Why is that? Uh, I don't know why it's difficult to connect to Facebook Live. Anyways, 1 second. Hello, Vintage. How are you? I'm just doing a quick check. I'm trying to stream this on different platforms, so I'm just doing a check to try to see what's happening or not happening. Let's see if I go here. Okay, I don't know how. I need to figure this out later. Um, how to stream on Facebook. I have to do some research on that. But while that is happening, let me see what's going on with the other platform I'm trying to stream to. Let's see. Interesting. View my channel. This is a replay. Oh, okay. So this seems to be working on the other platform. Oh, that should be good. All right. So welcome, guys. This is a redo of a demo I did a couple weeks ago on the artisan train mashup and whatnot. I had an hour to do a demo of this bracelet, but in sterling silver and labradorite. But I couldn't finish it. So this bracelet right now, this one measures at, sorry, 1 second while I get through this thing. So this particular one is garnet and goldfield, and it's right now on a 6. It's like it's for a tiny wrist. But we're trying to make a bracelet for like a size 7, and this is, I think it's a 7. This is so flexible. What did I use for this? Oh, so with this I used a chain, which is pretty neat. While with this I'm using like a 20 gauge wire in between the beads to run the beads, sorry. I'm just gonna verify what this is. Oh, this is also small. This is a 6.5. Um, but we're trying to do a size 7 bracelet today, so I'll probably be making something much. Yeah, this is small. I cannot put it on. Gosh. 1, 2, 3. All right. So there it is. For materials, we'll be needing an 8 millimeter bead. Hi, Radini. Welcome in. We'll be using three 8 millimeter beads, and I'm using the gold stone today, or the gold sandstone or red sandstone. I don't know what they usually call it. And we'll need jump rings in 18 gauge 4.0 millimeter inner diameter. I'm using 3.5 because for the weave, which we're doing today, which is the barrel weave, this is a beginner weave. We typically, it's a 3.5 aspect ratio. So that will be an 18 gauge wire with a 3.5 millimeter inner diameter for the jump ring. So I'm working with gold, and I think those with the kit have silver. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to make a bracelet that I can add to my collection while on this demo. And we'll also need some wire. I'm using my jump rings today are the Dweller's Bronze jump rings in 18 gauge, but I'll be using um 20 gauge. I'll be using 20 gauge wire to make the wire is just for making the clasp, because I make like a shepherd hooks clasp. I find that I'm able to go on and off, take this off easily compared to using a lobster clasp or a spring clasp. I'm hoping I can finish this in an hour, fingers crossed, because that's about the time that duty calls. And for tools, we'll need two pliers. We'll need a cutter. We'll need a bail making plier, or if you don't have that but have a round nose, this will also work. And we need a roller or measuring tape just to measure things out. Um, and if you also have a nice to have would be like a pocket tool, something you could um, poke. I'll show you why this is nice to have when we start running start building the jewelry. Hi, Lost Mermaid. Hey, my guys. Welcome in, my friends. So I'm just redoing the demo from the Addison train. I'm hoping I can finish in an hour, so let's see how that goes. So first off, we're gonna make this part of the bracelet. How are you? My day today is a little I don't know. The weather is getting to me. It's so cold. It's annoying. Um, so we're making this part of the bracelet, and what that entails is we'll be making a flower, but more in this form, which is the Mobius flower, which acts as a spacer between the beads and kind of gives it Gives it a nice look. Yeah, the up and down of the weather is makes me sick. Today was a really cold. Oh, today's really cold. To do this part, we'll first cut a 3-inch wire. I'm gonna eyeball it, but you guys can go ahead and make like a 3-inch cut on the wire. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Let's see if I'm close. Wow, exactly 3 inch. Unbelievable. I eyeballed it through correctly. So we have our wire. That was surprising. I didn't expect that. And for the flower, we need 12 jump rings. So there are 4 flowers. There's one, two, three, four. So we need 12, three for each flower. So I'm just gonna take out like 12 rings. I'm gonna put them out like that. So one, two, three, four for the 4 flowers. Um, from each group, we'll close one out. We'll close out one of the rings, and we just close by moving our hands this way, not this way, more like this way, and make sure that we're finding that the sides are flush. That's what we want to see. We want to see something like this. And hi, Luminous Roots. How are you today? Oh, it's so hard. And I'll do another one. Sorry. Happy to see that. Greetings to you too. Where are you joining from? I haven't seen you before. I think this might be your first time in my stream. So this is another open one, and we're gonna close it. And just make sure it's flush. And then we'll do the same. Sorry, I might have to go off camera a couple times. It's a lot easier. DI, what is DI? I'm sorry, I don't know what. Florida. Okay. Oh, Florida. I wish I was over there now. I mean, it's so cold over here in Chicago. Okay. All right. Next is from each group, the two in each group will just open those out. Hi, Joel. Welcome in. And yeah, it's really cold today. I had to pull myself up and come do this show because this was rescheduled from last week, and I didn't want to have to reschedule it again. Otherwise, I wasn't feeling my best. Maybe you guys might hear it in my voice. But yeah. But as I'm working, whenever I'm working, I tend to feel better because I enjoy what I do. So we're opening the rings. I'm sorry, I got carried away. And the way to open your rings is in this motion, not in this motion. You're not doing this, but you're doing this. So you're doing. Thank you. So this is the bracelet we're making today. Um, this is in Goldfield, and this is in sterling silver. But today I'm using a new metal. It's the jeweler's bronze. Ooh, I'll check you out later. I'll check you out later. So we're gonna Open this up like so. I will do that for all the rings that we need to open up. Excuse me. um I tend to use my fingers a lot. I find that it's faster and it does the job. So okay, so we have all that done. Now we're gonna assemble, make the flower. And to do that, we'll pick one of the open rings and the one closed ring. Did you do the lapis necklace? Yes, I did. Thank you, Autumn. I did. That's lapis with lavender opal and a repurposed vintage bead. Oh, very nice. Um, let me see. Let me follow you, so that I can get notified when you go live. Let me see. Follow back. Now we're friends. Hi, Ray. Oh, I try. Thank you so much. I try. We're gonna string the closed string on there, and then we're gonna close it. I'm hoping I can do this in an hour, but I doubt it. Uh, and then we'll take the second ring and we'll pass it in the middle right there of those two rings, like that, and then we close it. Just make sure it's flush. Need to make sure it's flush. And then there we go. That's our flower. Now we're gonna do the same thing for all the other um groups before we continue with the. Yes, I'll definitely try to be at your show. um I'm trying to keep to schedule here, so once I'm done, I'll go check out your profile and see what you have. So we'll just repeat the same thing we did over there, on the other three groups, and we close that. And then we have a second flower right there. So we pick a open ring, string the closed ring onto there, close that ring, and then in the middle. So this is where we need the pokey. So right there in that middle, you're gonna pass the third ring and then close it. Okay. I'm a real newbie. Don't worry. In 2 months, if you're consistent, you'll be a pro. It's not hard. That's why we do a lot of these demos, so that people can learn new skills, and add to their, to use a big word, repertoire. I hope I'm using it correctly. I need to go check the dictionary to make sure I use that word right. But yeah, uh, yes, you need to keep watching other artisans, and learn as much as you can. It's like you have to be like a sponge on this platform and just soak in everything. People are very kind on the platform. Girl, the word just popped in my head and I'm like, well, damn, I gotta use it. And I used it, and I hope I used it right. I'm not even sure. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so yeah, we have our four flowers. Next is for us to kind of like string them on into a bar. So this is where our bill making pliers comes into play, or our round nose pliers. So either of these two will work, but I'm gonna use this because I need to use this part, the second step of the wire. Um, Hi Rochelle guy, how are you? Thank you guys for check watch checking me. So I just made a loop. So just to recap, I had cut a 3-inch wire previously, and hi antennas, how are you? Yes, I'm doing chainmail. It's a remake, a redo of a demo I did called 2 weeks back or so. So I'm just making this bracelet. Um, so I just make a single, quick loop over there like that. Sorry guys, I don't mean to. And just make sure that it's closed like that. And that's it. And then as much as possible, try to like stretch that out a little bit, just so it's not too wobbly. And then we'll start to couple up the charm. So first we'll take one flower, find where the center is of the three rings, like that. So that's our center right there. And just pass the and have it like, you know, sorry, let me go down a little bit. Who went bowling? And then we put a bead. I might need to straighten this out a little bit, like so. And then we put another flower. We'll find the center of that flower. So it's best to just lay it flat, and then you use your wire and try to pass between all three rings. You have to make sure you're going through all three rings, otherwise it will be wonky. Like so, and then you put another ring, put another bead, and then another flower, and then the last bead, and then another flower, and there you have it. And then you just do another loop to close that out, and then you can snipe out any excess that you might have. So to do the loop, you bend this a little bit, and then you twist that out like that. And then if you like, you can just do a single wrap just for more security. I'll just do that. I didn't have that in the other side, but that's okay. um and there we have it. So this charm is gonna act like the beginning of our chainmail. So we're gonna use that loop to kind of start the weave on the of the bracelet. So I'll snipe this out. And that's our center. All right, now we're gonna start weaving right now. We can go ahead and open a bunch of rings, or we can just open as we go. It's fine. We don't need any closed rings, so um, it doesn't matter. You can either use your two pliers, or you can use a finger or hand, sorry, fingers and one plier, whatever works for you. So next is we're going to string two jump rings onto one end of the charm, and then close those. Make sure it's flush, and then we pick another one, open, and string it on, and then close. Yeah, I tried it. I don't like it. I think it kind of slows me down a little bit. Um, I don't even know where I put mine. I haven't used it in years. So now we have our two rings. Those with the demo. So the instructions that I gave are gonna be different from what I'm showing now. I found that doing it the way I'm gonna do it today is so much easier. Especially if you're a beginner, it gives allows you to yeah, I think it slows me down, so I don't use it. Yes, I agree. The jump ring opener is like a ring you put on your thumb or finger, and when you want to open a jump ring, you just hold it on to there, and it helps you. That way you don't have to hold two pliers, right? So you just have like this ring you wear on your thumb, and you just use it to open and close your jump rings. It's like it's a waste. um so to do the weave, which is the barrel weave, you want to hold your two jump rings that you have attached to your charm like so. You could either hold it, they should be overlapping each other this way, or it could also be, um yes, whatever Autumn says, you guys just believe that. That's what I'm saying too. I'm trying to see if I can also overlap it in the other. So you have to hold it like that. Oh, 1 second, this thing fell. So you can either hold it to overlap like this. It can either overlap like this, or it can overlap with the other one in the front. Either ways, but what you need to understand is whichever way is easy for you, you have to continue to weave in that form. So if you're holding it and it's overlapping like this, then you have to continue like that. So next is you pick an open jump ring. I should have opened one prior. You pick an open jump ring, and then you pass the ring through. Now you need your pokey tool. You pass it through this side, or if you do this side, if you take the ring through the side, you need to come out and go through the back of the other one and come out over here. Or if you go this way, which is the easiest, you have to go through here and come out the back of the second ring right there. So let me show that. So you go in. So with my ring, I go. So it's easier to probably go from the top, because then you can see, and it's easier. And then you go from the back of the second, like that. 1 second. This is so hard to do on camera, my goodness. And then, hello, friend. Like that. Voila. So this is how it should be. It's so hard to do this on camera, guys. My goodness. That's why I couldn't finish it the last time, because I had to try to stay in focus all the time. And there we have one on. We have one of the rings, and we're meant to do this with two rings. Um, so you open another ring and repeat the same thing. And you just go once again from the top and come out through the back of the other ring like that, and then you close. And there we have it. One second, let me try to hold it. Hope I'm not giving you guys a headache. So there we have our first barrel. So the next step is to pass a single jump ring through these two rings. One, two. So we need to find the eye, which is why I said if you have a pokey, that can also help you. It's not required. This is not required, but this can help you try to find where that eye is. So the eye would be to pass the ring through these two rings at the top. So from here all the way out here, sorry. So let me do that. So I'm gonna do a couple, show on camera, and then I'll just speed weave through this. So you're gonna use your open ring, go from the top over there, and find the second one at the top. Oh my god, so hard to do this on camera, my goodness. Uh, Sorry, I might have to step out of camera for a bit. So go from the top, find there. Okay, there we go. Do you guys see it? Or is it just me? Was that hard? I hope not. And there. So our barrel is done. Now we just repeat this continuously um, till we get the length of the bracelet that we want. So now this is going to act as the first ring for the next barrel. So the same thing, we're going to string two jump rings onto that newly added ring. We're going to string two jump rings. Welcoming guys, thank you so much for stopping into my stream. And then we're adding a second one like that. So we have two rings onto that last. Nancy, hey. Nancy, I'm repeating my demo from the November Addison train. I still don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it make this bracelet in an hour on a live stream. Yeah. So once again we hold the rings, making sure that it kind of matches, the already done one. And then we go from the front of the first ring, open as wide as you can. That makes it easier to pass the jump ring. So you see, we want to open it at this much. So we go through the front of the first ring and through the back of the second ring like that, and there we have it. And then we repeat it with the second ring. And we keep doing the same thing over and over. So once again through the front, once again through the front, and then, oh my god, I'm moving a lot, and then through the back, of the second. Need to be mindful because it has to lay on top of the first one. You don't want the ring going underneath the first one. And then we close that. Make sure that's flush. So I think I have one that is not flush. I'm just gonna adjust that. I don't even see it anymore. And then we have the second barrel. We've successfully made two barrels. And we add our last drink. In the instructions, I tried to do it, let it be. I'm being called. Bye. Bye. Talk to you later, Nancy. I'll see you later. And we have two barrels now. There we go. Um, so it's just a repetitive process. You just keep doing this till you get the length that you want. I know in the instructions I had done it in a way where you do like a 2-1-2-1 chain. I'm just gonna show that real fast and then just continue on. And I'll explain why I think that might be a little bit difficult. So same way you string two jump rings, open close, two jump rings, and then so I'm doing this on the other side, okay, just to for illustration purposes. Um, what I had included in the instructions. There. So we have that 2-1, and then we do a 1. So let's just assume this is our 2-1-2-1. Okay, I don't want to go all the way down. What you're supposed to do is try to pass that those two rings in the middle. But now, because this one ring is over here, for a beginner this might be very difficult. Unless you had like a much bigger ring, like the 4.0, that would have probably be easier to work with. But I'm using a 3.5. Um, but yeah, so when you have your 2-1-2-1-2-1, um, you need to be mindful as well to make sure that you've placed your you're holding this overlapping in the same way that you have the barrels on the other side for uniformity. Otherwise, you'll have one going one way and the other going the other way. So let's see if I can show this on camera how you pass the thing around. So it's kind of hard. It's hard to hold on to those things. So I apologize for those instructions. I mean, I can do it, but it's hard for me to um, show on the camera. It's kind of hard to show that. And then it's the same. You just there. I have it over, but now I have this jump ring at the top that is constantly in the way. But this is a way to kind of speed weave, because you're able to do 2-1-2-1 pretty fast. So this is a form of speed weaving, but you need to know what you're doing to be able to do this. And then you add the second ring. One second. You have to open this a lot more. and I underestimated. Now I'm gonna add the second one, so it looks like a globe. So I'm just gonna add the second ring, and through the front and out the back of the other one. Yeah, so we're not gonna do this. This is 1 second. I took it off camera because I'm having a hard time showing it. Yeah. Yeah, this is not my favorite way to do this, so please disregard those instructions. I'm gonna probably send you guys new ones. Anyways, so we have that. Uh, 1 second, guys. Go here. Hi, Gotham and String Beans. Welcome in. Okay. So we're just gonna continue with the previous way to do this. How was your day, Autumn? So two. Can you hear oh, you did a show on that other guy. Hmm. I'm neglecting that space. I just scheduled that automatic silent show and forget about it. Oh, you guys did a co-hosting thing. Oh, that lady, I forgot her name. The Dazzle. I think she has a show every Wednesday. Man, I need to set a reminder so I can share to her. You do one on Monday. Okay. I'm like, it's so hard for me to keep track of that. Um, because they kind of spam you with so much stuff. So important things kind of get lost. Oh my gosh. So like done. And a quick recap. I'm gonna do a quick recap of this barrel. You're gonna use your open ring and pass it through the two rings on the side. The eye of the two rings on the side. Um, you have to be careful so you don't pick one of those rings at the laying at the bottom. So you just want to capture the two bits on the side. I wonder how people show this on. I need to do more demos and get comfortable with. So hard. So there we go. So two closed rings or two open rings. Open and close them on there like that. And then you make this fair by adding the two rings like that. So you have your two rings. Thank you for the like. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see who came in. I see there's one more person over here, but I cannot tell who it is. Um, I see someone liked something. I cannot tell who liked what. Uh, Thank you for being here. One second, what happened? Can you type a message so I know who's in here? Sorry, I'm also streaming on the YT. So someone came in and I don't know who did. It doesn't tell me. It's not showing who did. So I'm trying to get them to, if they're still watching, to kind of like let me know who they are. So I'm streaming right now. Yeah, I'm dual stream. Actually, I'm triple streaming, but I'm not tracking um the third platforms, which is the FB, the book. I don't even know if that's working. Because when I started, it was saying it had difficulty streaming to the book. So I was like, okay, I'll figure that out later. But I used like the multicasting feature that Whatnot provides to also cast to those other platforms. Oh, that person ran away on the YT. I mean, I'm not very good with social media, so the multicast function is very useful. That kind of keeps you creating content without doing much over on all those other platforms. So that's good. So a quick reminder: chainmail is a lot of patience. It might get frustrating, but you just have to keep going. If you try one way, you have to try another way to do what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to achieve. So right now I have three on one side and two on the other. I'm just gonna keep going, guys. I might go on and off this screen. Just bear with me. Are you did you join? Yeah. Yeah, about 15 more minutes if I had to do this on a demo. See how impossible it is. I know I think I got distracted a little bit chatting with people, but I don't think a complete bracelet will be done in 15 minutes. Oh, you're not. I mean, it's good to have people, talking to me, actually. The more interaction, the more you're typing in, in chat, whatnot thinks something special is happening here and sends more people over. So it's good if you're, typing in chat, sending emojis. That's very good for me, actually. I'm not complaining. I was just talking to Autumn that, if it was in a demo, trying to keep track with chat while doing this will be hard. So I think I have to be a little bit more. um I have to keep that in mind for the next demo in December. Next week. Not just December, next week Monday. So I have another demo where I'll be demoing this bracelet. So I'll be doing this bracelet next week. Um this, but mostly this one, because the kit is this bracelet. So I'll be doing this bracelet. Hi Caroline Craft, welcome in. If you want to bookmark that, and that way you can hop in. It's at 11 a.m. Central Time, so I don't know if a lot of people will be able to make it because of work. We'll see. All right. When's your birthday? 2nd December? Oh, I'm having nightmares. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be showing beautiful jewelry to chase away bad dreams. Wow, you're a Saji. I'm 4 days after you. I'm on the ninth. Oh, my stomach is rumbling. Yes, mine is on the ninth, and I'm not doing anything. Yes, Team Saji for sure. Yeah, I have nothing planned. My husband asked me, "Hey, what do you want for your birthday?" I'm like, "Dude, can I get 3 days off?" He's like, "No." On Saturday morning, that's the 8th. Dang, I wish I could be like you. I truly need like a week off. A 7th. Saturday's 7th is Friday, girl. Because I know my birthday's on a Sunday. And that's 9. Yes. That one week is like the biggest gift you can ever give to me now. But he's like, no, you cannot have the 3 days off. I'm like, then why are you asking me what I want if you cannot give it to me? Why bother asking? My birthday is Monday? That cannot be. 1 second. What? Calendar. Where's the calendar? Ay, ay, ay. No. Oh my gosh. You're right. I've been looking at November 9th all this time. Oh gosh. Ay, ay, ay. That's how much I need a break. Oh Lord. All this time I thought my birthday was on Sunday. So, ay, 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 ay. Autumn. See, that's why I'm not doing anything. I don't need to keep track. I don't need to keep track. Oh Lord. I'm just gonna do a show, a birthday show. I don't even know what that is. I see everyone doing shows on their birthday and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do a show on the 10th. And I scheduled it for the 10th, thinking my birthday was on Sunday, December. I was like, okay, we'll probably go somewhere. So let me do it on the 10th, which is Monday. Yeah. uh yeah, I love surprises, but I hope as long as they're good ones. Not the boo kind of surprises, like boo. I don't like those. So last year, my friends planned a surprise party for me because I turned the 40, and a surprise wasn't a surprise because I kind of guessed. I knew what they were doing, but I just played it off. I acted like I didn't know anything, and they had my husband take me out of the house all morning. Like he was taking me for breakfast, lunch, and we're just gallivanting the city. And in my head, I'm like, this guy, I think I don't know what you guys have planned. I know you guys are planning something. But yeah, I'll play along. Never. He- I look way younger. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Autumn. Thank you for saying that. That makes me feel really good. I think I'm just still a baby. I feel like I'm 25. So maybe I'm stuck in 25. Or I'm stuck at the 25th age or 25 age. I don't know how to say that. So maybe that's why. So I still do kid things. So this is how far I've gone. I'm gonna make sure I finish this tonight before I go to bed. Yeah. My brain, my mind, my soul is still a 25-year-old. But the stress and work is that of a 50-year-old. So stressed. If I was 25, I should be partying it up, I think. I wasn't partying. When I said that, I realized immediately. I thought I was like, I wasn't partying at 25 either. So, so I don't know about the partying part. I definitely wasn't partying at 25. I don't even know what I was doing at 25. My gosh, can't remember. Oh, oh, that's what you mean. You shouldn't have been partying. I wish I wasn't partying. Oh, yeah, I wasn't partying. I was a bookworm. I was studying a lot. I think at 25 I was working, getting ready to do my get a degree, my master's degree. Um and I think that's around the time I came to America too. So now I'm an immigrant who's an American now. Oh my gosh. How crazy, Autumn. I can't even imagine it. You should- Oh, you had your son at 27. Yeah, see, I was studying. I was reading so many books. I had my first kid at 37. And I'm feeling the brunt of it now because they're all babies driving me crazy. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome, friend. Oh, wow. Oh, he calmed you down. That's good. 19. With your high school boyfriend? So this is how far. I hope the guys who are gonna be rewatching this are able to. No? I think I watch a lot of teen dramas. American teen dramas. Sorry I keep going out of camera. It's so much easier to speed through this. And my hour is done if this was a demo. See how much longer this will take me. Oh, an older guy I met when I was a senior. Oh, wow. Was he the first? Was he your husband? Did he become your husband or? Oh, nice. And then you kicked his ass at 25. You're like, you can leave now, mister. I'm more into books now. What are you reading? Young and Ignorant. Hmm. Yeah, I think I was just so much of a I was a bookish person. I don't even think I was that bookish though. Um I think maybe my mom just put the fear of God in me, so I was a good girl. If I would say that. I wasn't I was super cautious of every single thing I was doing. And then focused on getting degrees and degrees and degrees. Got my bachelor's, went and came and got my master's, and working and oh wow, astrology books, herbal books, finance. Just read herbal books and financial books, and maybe crystal. Astrology, doesn't that confuse you? Like when you meet people, you kind of like um judge them based on what you read from the astrology? No? Okay. I mean, I know someone who, judges and bases their relationship on based off of what their astrological signs says, and it's just not a very good because even before you interact with person, you find out what's their birthday, and then you're calculating, and you form an opinion about them based off of astrology. That's not right. Without having proper interaction. Me too. I like fiction. I like fictitious books. I like romance. I was a Mills and Boone girl. I don't know if you guys know that. Know what that is. Mills and Boone. Dude, I don't know anything about sun and moon. My astrology ends at the zodiac signs. That's it. That I don't even know fully. I only know mine and my kids. Even my kids, I don't think I even know what their signs are. Actually, come to think of it, I only know mine, which is so crazy. Oh my gosh. My moon is in Virgo. Um. So there's May and July. Early May, early July. I'm trying not to be too specific because the person I know might end up finding this. So we're trying to be mysterious about their birthdays, which is so weird. Taurus, May. Okay. I remember that because it kind of rhymes with Sagittarius. So I remember that one. Yeah, I don't know who's watching me from the tube. So weird. I can't even see when the person came in. Oh, oh. My boss is waking up. I might have to leave soon. Cancer, Leo. Okay. I think it's probably Cancer. She's settled back in, so I might be safe. I might be good. So my Addison friends, this is how far I've come. I hope you guys, when you follow along, are able to. So I'm gonna do another recap, just to make sure we're on track. So it's more like we get the one ring, open that up, and then make sure we're passing it through the top of these two rings, the top of this ring here, and through to this second ring here. So the two rings on the side. One day my lighting is gonna be super fine. So we'll go that way, and then make sure we go through the second one. See, that's a boo boo. It's a good thing this happened. You don't want this to happen. This is a boo boo. So you need to come out, and this is good. So you want to make sure you're not making boo boos. Oh, whose birthday same day as you? Sorry, I kind of, I wasn't keeping up with chat. Who are you sharing the cake with? Oh, nice. That's very good. You don't have to spend so much. One party, one cake, everyone's happy. You're lucky it's a boy. If it was a daughter, she'll probably insist on having her own cake. I don't think boys care so much. I have two girls and I'm done. I'm happy with that. All right, I need to take a pause because I could get lost in just doing this one side. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm trying to get a 7-inch bracelet, okay? So right now my bracelet is sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna pause working on this side and do more on this side. So I have three already. I need to add like about eight more barrels, and then I'll have to measure it. I'll probably use my wrist um, to check it. So I'm gonna switch to the other side, and hello boys, I love them. I do wish I had a little girl to dress up. Man, it's a lot of work on them, especially because I have Afro hair. So my daughter kind of inherited a little bit of it, or maybe it's just me not taking proper care. That's like the nightmare for me on Sundays, getting her hair done. And so her hair is not kinky, it's a mix of my texture and her dad is Indian. um so I think probably I'm not using right products maybe. But girls are hard to dress up. I mean, the older they get, they start asking, making demands. Boys don't care. Like my daughter she's 4 and she's already demanding, I want this. I only want to wear that. I'm like, girl, you're gonna wear what I put on you or what I ask you to wear. I don't want to wear that. It doesn't make me look pretty. I'm like, what do you mean? Where do you learn that from? I'm like, what? I'm like, it's cold. You need to keep warm. And she questions everything. 4 years old. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Candy. How are you? Man, I think let me see if I can maybe do this. Maybe it'll be easier for me to. Actually, this is better. You kind of sound like my husband. He was like so adamant. He was like, I want girls. Because he was a stubborn little boy. He didn't want to deal with boys. So he was very happy when we had all girls. I'm like, dude, that doesn't mean anything. If these girls want to be hellraisers, they're going to be hellraisers. Hopefully not. I hope they take mommy's temperament. Girls are sneaky too. Eh, that's all I can say. Yeah, I told him, look, girls are not that's easy. Don't think, oh, because they're girls. hmm We just want to make sure, they're good kids, boy or girl. Otherwise, you're in for big trouble. Let me move this up a little bit and then zoom in and see how that helps me. Because this thing is in my freaking face. Oh man, is this it? Is this us up? Okay, no, I think it goes more. I'm just playing around with my stand, trying to figure out what the best way to show this. Okay, and also, is this all? Is this as far as it zooms in? Okay, that way I can lean in and actually, this is actually better. See, I should have done this before. This is so much better. Ay, ay, ay. So you need to open as wide as you can. That gives you room to move. But you have to be careful so you don't lose the shape of the ring. This is a very pretty bracelet. This is super pretty. And this color is just so beautiful when it's not tarnished. I really like it. Feels like I'm wearing real gold. But then once it gets that tarnish, welcome in guys. Chloe, welcome, welcome in. Hi, Nancy, Chloe. Welcome back, Nancy. You guys, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a great show. Hope you had a great show. So I'm redoing the bracelet from the demo earlier this month. Um, I'm hope I hope I'm doing a better job at showing this um, to the guys that got the kit. Great, I'm happy to hear that. I mean, I didn't hear it. How do you say it though? I mean, so I want to say race, race, race. What is that, Nancy? Faster, faster, faster. You're a hoot. Um, do I say I'm happy to read that or I'm happy to hear that? I mean, I didn't hear anything, right? I just read something that I'm happy about. I'm happy I saw it. Are you selling it for 17 or the piece to no, the bracelet, the kit is for 17. So you buy the kit, you make it yourself. The bracelet itself, sterling silver, I don't know what the price it is in the store. Goldfield, I know it's like 100 and something. This one is probably 45 or 40. Because this is more chainmail work. So I'll probably do this for 40 if I have to make it. But the kit is 17, you just make it yourself. That is why I'm doing the that's why I'm doing the demo so that you can watch along and also make your bracelet yourself. That was the whole point of the demo. You should come see the demo on Monday if you can. That'll be really cool. Chloe has the kit for Monday. Woohoo! Yes, that'll be a fun demo. So much easier than this one. I didn't think this would take too much time, but that will be a fun one. Hopefully. I mean, this is easy also. It's just I think it's a lot more work than the other demo. This one requires a lot and lot and lot of patience. And that's the thing with chainmail. It's a lot of repetition, so it can get very boring. Which is why when I make the jewelry, I try to, spice it up a little bit by adding like gemstones, as much as I can to, take away that boring part of it. Otherwise, you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. And I get pretty easily distracted. So I'm doing it wrong. I need to pass this at the top. So I'm almost done. I'm just gonna get this to the same length as the bottom. So I'm gonna get the top to be at the same length as. Now I have three people watching on YT and I don't know who they are. So weird. There are like three people lurking. Yes, idiot, idiot. I have that. So I'm like multicasting to the book and the tube. So I don't know what's happening at the book. I don't have visibility, so I could have people making fun of me over there. I don't know. I don't care. But then on the tube, there are like three people lurking in there and they're not saying anything. I don't know who they are. One just left, and then there's one more still in there. It's probably my family, and They're gonna gossip later. How you doing? Your plies are so hot. Girl, if you know how long I was peeping this pliers, this is what I used to have. I mean, I still use them. For the longest time I was using these. They look so industrial. Well, sheesh, you're talking. Dude, at least I'm talking about them so that they can say something and I can have an idea, you know? But they're just probably laughing at me, and well, I'll find out sometime. And for the longest time, these pliers were so expensive. I was like, man, I want them. Because everybody I was watching on YouTube had a Zuron. And then finally I just closed my eyes and got it. And I'm so happy. They make me so happy. They're so easy to work with. They're flexible. I had FOMO and I bought it. All right, let's keep going. We're almost done. Yeah, I did. I just, closed my eyes and did it. I kept saying, I want it, I want it. And no one wanted to buy them for me. I was like, I'll just get it for myself. It's an investment. And it was a good investment, too. I mean, if I can buy the jump ring maker, that's like hundreds of dollars. What is tens of dollars? I mean, I even went on the bay to try to find them. And even those guys were asking so much for a used one. I was like, what? Just keep making a boo boo. There we go. Gosh, I was on Rio today. Um, so I made this. I finished this autumn. I made this yesterday and I finished the clasp today. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I went to buy movie stuff, welcoming. I went to Rio to try to figure out, how much it would cost me to make this in at least a 14K. And I cried and walked away. Thank you. I saw the price. I mean, it was even an estimate. I don't think my estimate was even accurate. That was like on the lower side, on the material. I just shook my head and just closed the browser. I was like, another time. And I don't want to make them in gold field for myself. I want them in gold. That's how much I love it. It's so pretty. I've always wanted a link bracelet like this, so this makes me happy. Hello, guys. Hey, Siri, rap for me. Has Siri been able to rap for you? I should try that actually. Hey, Siri, rap for me. What is she gonna do? Siri is actually trying to rap. Oh my god. One second. You guys need to hear what Siri is saying right now. Oh my gosh. How do I get this to play out loud? Siri is trying to rap for me and it's saying soup, soup, super dupe, soup, soup, super dupe. Here we go, time to feed. Oh my gosh, I wish I could have played out loud for you guys to hear. Not even Alexa, this was Siri. So someone came in who was hey Siri, rap for me. See, whenever I say that, Siri goes, whenever I call it, she keeps pumping out. Okay, that's enough. It's so sensitive. Can't even have a conversation in ay ay ay. Um Not yet. So someone is supposed to have a show, I think it's Dawn Morning, on Friday. So one of her mods, so sweet, messaged me to let me know that she was gonna run Alexandrite on that show. So fingers crossed that I'm able to grab something for myself at that show. Because I asked her the last time I was in her show, I asked her and she said she had something, but she wasn't running it yet. But she made it clear that Alexandra is too expensive. I was like, oh my god, here we go again. Oh, am I not going to be able to get something? And then even the gem, what is his name? Some gem guy. He also said the same thing. It's like $10,000 a carat. I was like, I just need point 0.1 carat. If I can get point 0.1 carat, I'll be fine. But that might be too tiny. Yeah, fingers crossed. Um, all right, I need to make sure I'm not overdoing it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, almost there. I need to make two more, and hopefully that's the right length. So, so another quick recap, my friends. With the starter ring, we're gonna string two. I tried that. Um, yeah, I tried that, and most of them were lab created. I want like the natural one, but yeah, that's gonna be way out of my budget. I might not be able to get it, but who knows? I might get lucky. So I'm hoping on luck right now. We're gonna string two jump rings onto that starter ring right there, which I did. And now we're gonna create the barrel by opening one jump ring, passing it through the eye, through the front, and then back out the back. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, just see what I'm doing. You're gonna go in through the front and then come back from the back like that. And then you close it. And then repeat the same thing for the second ring. Oh, looky. Maybe if I can find a raw stone. Actually, maybe that's what I should do. If I can find like a raw alexandrite, that might be cheaper. And then I send it to him and have him like make it into something for me. That seems like a better idea. So I'm on my last one. I'm gonna string two closed rings, two rings, and there we go. We have the two rings. Now we're gonna, he doesn't facet. Well, I'll figure it out. And then go in through, or you can also go from the back out. Um, whatever makes it, every time I do these things, I find that, I'm doing different techniques to achieve the same result. Like instinctively, I just did it from went from the back and out, and it made the barrel without even thinking, So go from the back. So you just need to figure out the most comfortable way to get these things done, and that's it. And then we add the last closing ring, and we're done. Whew. Need to figure out what my. There we go. Now let's see. Are we at the size 7? Almost. So I feel like when I add the clasp, that will be exactly a 7. And I can always add like jump rings as extenders. But I want to stop it, end it here. That way I have room to add. I have room to add the clasp. So the length of this right now is it's actually a 7. That's the length of the this as it is right now. That's a 7 on the roll. But it's not yet a 7 on the sizer. So when I add the clasp, that will get it like a perfect 7 on the sizer. So now to make the clasp, you could use whatever clasp you want. All you need to do is just add a jump ring to it and add it to your bracelet. Or you can make a clasp just like this, which I prefer. I prefer this clasp. It's so easy to take put on and take off. So I'm gonna make one right now. First we're gonna um I like to walk off the spool, but that's okay. Just gonna cut like another 3 inch or probably less than that. I'm gonna start first with the O-ring, with the with this one, and then I'll make this next. Or if you don't want to make something like this, you can just add like a jump ring and have that as your hook, something to hook onto. Um, so if you're too lazy, you could just use jump rings as your, rings for hooking your shepherd hook on. But since I already cut this, I might as well just create one. Um, where's my camera? Right here. All right. So I'm just gonna bend this at a right angle, like so, using the smallest um step on my bail making pliers, or you could use like the with your round nose pliers. Where did I put those pliers? With your round nose pliers, you could probably use like somewhere on this side. Excuse me. like that, and turn it around, and that's it. Oh, I didn't do this right. Anyways, there we go. And I'm just gonna do a single wrap with this. Make sure you hydrate. You're right. I have no water in here. I'll grab something when I get upstairs. So that's it. Thank you for the reminder though. I appreciate that. Thank you for looking out. So that's the one wrap. Um I don't want to I don't want too much of the, I mean it depends on your preference, right? I don't want too much of this um wraps. So I'm just gonna take a very small section, hopefully small enough, and just make another right angle like that. And then use my pliers again. So use the second step, um, and make a loop. Careful so you don't poke yourself with that. And then turn that around. I'm sure everyone knows how to make a loop at this point. I think so. Like that. And then I'm going to wrap around to close that out. Like that. This one is in the way. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Actually, I'll just sneak that out. It's in the way. I don't do that because let's move that to the corner. And then one more. All right, I have enough. So I'm going to snipe this out. Press that in so it doesn't poke at you. Then when you're done, you have to feel it to make sure it's kind of like smooth. And then just the one tiny wrap right there. And then snipe that off so it's all close. See this horrible weather. See my dry skin, guys. So wild and free. Welcome in. There we have it. Now I can just use a jump ring and attach it to the bracelet. So just pick a side, it doesn't matter which side, and attach it. There we go. And now for the other one, we want to cut 4" of wire off our spool. So I went a little above 4, that's okay. So we have 4". Then we want to get on the ruler, we just want to get like a 3/4 or an inch or 3/4 inch edge, and then bend that down. So this part is what's gonna give us this folding. So you want enough as much as you like this shepherd hook to be. Now we can press this in. Be careful so you don't over press it. Just slightly press in like that. and then make a right angle where that ends, and use the small step because that's the part we're going to hook onto the bracelet. So use the smallest step on your nail making pliers, and if you're around those pliers, use the same part where you used for the other one and do the same thing. Make a loop like that. Now the loop is done. You're just gonna wire wrap, to a wrap around. So use your pliers and hold your circle just for like that, and then using the loose wire, just wrap around 4 times. Push down so that this goes flush down. And I find if I'm using the second plier to wrap, it makes it more, it gives it a much cleaner. And as I wrap, I press down, it gives it a much cleaner look. So I want to go around 4 times. So I've done 3 here and 2 there, so that's one more. And then this is the last one, 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to do more, you can. I'll probably do one more. 5, like that. So you can use your pliers or your bill or your wire straightener. I've started using a style clasp. I hope you don't mind. Of course I mind. Why would you use it? I didn't give you permission to. Just kidding. Why would you ask me that? It's not my class style. I didn't invent it. I'm more than happy. Are you kidding me? I didn't even go asking the person who I learned it from if I could use it. I just used it. I can't even remember where. I think I saw it on like Instagram. Someone did it. I was like, wow, that's just so cool. I mean, their class was much bigger than mine. I like things. I like it small, so theirs was like so much bigger. But yeah, I didn't take permission before doing that. You're so sweet, Autumn. Oh my gosh. I mean, I won't be showing it if I mind, if it mattered to me. I would just hug it to myself and ask everybody, go use a lobster clasp. Go buy a lobster clasp and spring clasp and be done with it. Right. So, yeah, that's fine, woman. So, there, it's done. Now I just need to bend and it's done. And so you could use, I think I prefer to use the small step. That's why, so that way it gets to closer. Some people would use this big one because they like that style. That's also equally pretty. But I like, I use either of these. I'm gonna try the small one today. So um so you want to be mindful of where you want to be your top. So you see where I cut this um wire off. I would rather have that facing down. That way when you hook onto your bracelet, it kind of hides it. Typically you should file this down. I don't know where my file is, but typically you should file this down, you know, um, so it doesn't poke you or get snagged at something. I usually just use my pliers and bend until it's smooth. Uh, but yeah, you want that part facing down so it looks really clean when you put it on. So, so with the part you want facing up, you put your pliers and bend. So I want to use the last one. So like that. And then, so this side is where the thing is, right? And then I just bend it. There. Sorry, I'm not in focus. Like that. And then you take that out and press it in more if you want, which I want. And you can use your pliers to give you that hooky look. The oh, now your stuff is done. And now you just use one of your jump rings and hook that on. So you pick that up, pass it through, get to your other end, hook that on, close your jump ring. And I finished my bracelet in an hour 48 minutes. Not bad. So we have our finished bracelet. There we go. Thank you, my friends. Not bad, yeah. Given the amount of work. So that was a bad estimate that I could do this in an hour. I don't know what I was thinking. But this is a 7-inch bracelet. Actually, now it's a 7.5. Now it's a 7.5 inch. But there's our bracelet. What do you guys think? Thank you. So now it's a 7.5. Um I can reduce that by taking out the extra jump rings I put in the end. Cause 7.5 is too big for me. So I'll just take that out. Take those out. What I'll do is the last step ring that I have on my bracelet, I'm just gonna use that to attach the clasp. So it's just takes away that extra necklace. So that should put me at a size, probably at a size 7 now. I'm hoping. There we go. Hi, Adrian Val. Welcome in. Yep, that's a 7. With some room for a 7.5, but this is perfectly my size now. It's a pretty bracelet. Thank you guys. Thank you. So this is a $45 bracelet. If anyone wants it, I'm gonna run it. If anyone wants it, I will run it. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a night. Where are those bracelet um display things? There we go. 1 second, my friends. There. Let me give it a more royal display. There we go. Once again, I'll be demoing this bracelet on Monday, 11 a.m. Central Time. I might have the kit available. If anyone is interested, I can pin that for this one. Um, Hopefully it should get the, as long as the post office does not post office, you should be able to receive the kit just in time. But I'll be demoing on Monday. You can just stop by to watch and learn new skills. So this is what I'll be demoing, this particular one. I'll probably do it in silver on Monday. I'll probably make one in silver. Um, that way I have all three colors. But this is the style I'll be demoing on Monday. This bracelet is the Byzantine weave with gemstones. Thank you, my friends, for hanging out. I'm gonna go get ready before my boss calls me. I truly appreciate you all for, hanging and chatting with me while I work. I truly appreciate it. Love you guys. Love you, Autumn. Thank you all for being here. See you on. Oh, I have the bus rate train on Friday. I'll be showcasing a bunch of my jewelry. They'll be up for sale. Hopefully, I get to sell a couple of them or all of them. Fingers crossed. Friday is the Black Friday, right? So I'll be doing some crazy discounts on that day. I hope it's crazy enough for whatnot people. Um, but not crazy enough that I'll go bankrupt. Anyways, I'll be doing some deals that day on Friday on the bus train. I don't know if I'll have time to do my own show. My husband wants to go deal hunting at the mall, so I might not have time to do his personal show. But on the bus train, I'll be doing some deals. So come by. Maybe you'll be able to find something you like at a crazy deal. And that's it. If you here, bookmark all my shows. That helps me um beat the algorithm, or it helps with my algorithm. I don't know how the phrase is, but I thank you, my friends, for hanging. You guys are amazing. I'll see you all next time. Maybe I'll do something and hang out with me before Friday. But otherwise, I love you all. Good night. How do I end this? Oh, I did to me. Huh? What do you mean? Do you? Your husband will come after me, woman. Bookmarks. Oh, okay. Oh Lord, my mind. I'm going crazy these days. What is going on? All right, I love you, woman. Bye. Bye. Good night. And show. I'm not raiding anyone. I'm so tired to raid.